and welcome back to the Scrappery. It is January 3rd or possibly 4th, depending on where you are in the world, and I am still just finishing up my December daily. I am integrating the gorgeous traditional Christmas kit from the Scrappery into my rather full December daily where I used mostly snow and cocoa, but like I said in my last video, the reds and the greens really ground my layouts. I feel like they were looking a little bit like they could just kind of float off of the page. And as you can see there on the right where it says good cheer, and then I put that 'tis the season at the bottom where it's red, it just adds kind of a darker color that I think a lot of these pages really need. I got a new printer today and I printed out that 4x4 photo at home. I was very proud of myself for that. I just have a few more pictures I have to slide into place and embellish. And after I'm done with this video, I will be done through the 27th, and I always go through the 31st because this year I'm not going to do Project Life during the month of December, so I wanted to get the whole month documented because we do a lot of fun things and are busy, and I want to get all of our fun December events documented. Now here is another 4x4 just of our tree on Christmas Eve. And I just added a puffy sticker present to the picture of the girls at church that night. And I do add just a little bit of adhesive to both sides of the pictures so they stick together so they don't slide around too much in the pockets. These are Doodlebug 8x8 page protectors. So there's four 4x4s on an 8x8, and they are very tight, but I still like to add just a touch of that Tombow Mono roller adhesive just to make sure that they don't slide around at all. And then I had a almost 2x2 sticky embellishment on the other side of that pocket, and I kind of wanted to make something the exact same size to cover up the back of that embellishment. So I actually grabbed a little bit of the packaging from some of the elements from the kit, and I just cut out exactly the size that I needed, sewed around, and then I added that little die cut on there, and I'm going to add a heart. And I am using some Doodlebug, like sparkly enamel dots and some Kaisercraft gems. So that covers up the back of that exactly. And that is kind of the tricky thing when you're doing a lot of see-through elements is you have to kind of pick and choose what you're going to do the exact same on the opposite side of an acetate or the opposite side of a page protector. You kind of have to pick your battles because you're not always going to find the exact right thing that's going to match. Now here is Christmas morning, obviously the 25th. I do have a piece from Color Cast Designs from last year that I didn't use. It says Christmas morning. And then I've got just paper clipped, not stuck in, photos of both of my girls with their big present and then a journaling card behind that with what they got that day. And there is a 4x6 from the kit that I am going to use half of. I typed out my journaling on my computer with a really fun free font called Remington Silent. That is my new favorite. I'm totally in love with it. So I just cut that piece of paper out that went through my printer, and just to fit on the bottom part of that L Studio card that says my favorite tradition. And I'm just going to be really brave and use my sewing machine a lot here. I added like 3 strips of sewing just to add a little bit of texture. And then I embellished with a puffy sticker from the kit, a star, and enamel dot. Oh, my camera died there. So as you can see, I just finished that up on the left-hand side there. So this is the last day that I'm going to do on this video. This is going to be the 27th. That is actually a free cut file from the Silhouette Studio right now. So if you go on there, you can get that free kind of Fair Isle cut file. I just cut that out with plain old white cardstock, and I'm going to use some papers from the kit to back it. I initially was going to use this star pattern, but it got a little lost. You couldn't really see that those were stars. So I went with that beautiful stripe, and then I think the hearts. Yeah, the red background with the little pink hearts there. And I do take a little bit of time with this because I want everything to line up just right. So I'm actually just using some old washi tape from my stash and getting the stripes on the top and the bottom and the hearts kind of in the middle. And then I just kind of cut the extra off with my guillotine trimmer. And then I'm going to add a couple of strips of sewing just with my sewing machine. And then I'm getting out the big guns here. I'm using my Easy Runner Grand, which has some pretty stiff adhesive because that is going to just be stuck to the outside of the page protector, or not even protector, just a paper page that I made and hole punched. And then I've got a screenshot of my girls. They were goofing around with my daughter's new iPad that day and they made some movies, and she texted me while I was at work and said, "Hey mom, check out our movie." So I just did a screenshot and printed that out. I grabbed a die cut tag from the kit and added just some red and white baker's twine, and I stuck that on with a paper clip. Here I grabbed a bigger tag from the kit and I just ran it through my regular old typewriter with just what was going on that day. There's a wood piece also from L Studio, and then I stuck on with some stickers. It says the 27th. And I'm pretty much calling this one done. I will hopefully be finishing up my December daily this week, maybe tomorrow even. I have all my pictures printed out and everything. And here are some close-ups. I hope you guys are enjoying my December daily so far. You guys should be getting your newest kits. I have seen some pictures on Instagram that they have arrived via the post to some of you ladies in Australia. So hopefully mine isn't too far behind. Sometimes it's like 7-8 business days. So here's hoping, but maybe you'll see one more video from me next week using the December daily and the traditional Christmas kit again. So bye ladies, happy January.